Welcome to a new Daily Top Askreddit video. Today's topic:
what seems too expensive but is really worth the price? Quality work shoes if your job requires you to be on your feet for long stretches of time. This is always one of the top answers, and it's a good one, but can anyone provide examples? Quality work shoes can vary depending on the job. Construction is different than teaching, waiting on tables is different than working in a factory. What are some good shoes for these jobs? Edit, thanks for the great suggestions. Keep them coming. I can only speak for when I worked in a factory for 6 years before switching to an office job. I wore Red Wing boots or Works shoes. I think, but definitely could be wrong, Works is made by Red Wing. I bought them both from the Red Wing store. I liked the shoes better because they were a little lighter weight, and I don't like wearing long socks, which you kinda have to with boots. If you're just needing daily shoes for something that has you on your feet a lot but don't need steel toe or slip protection, I've just recently discovered Brooks are the most comfortable I've ever had. I now have a pair of Launch and a pair of Anthem. I like the Anthem a little better for one very small reason: the tongue is a little more padded. I also put in no-tie elastic shoelaces in all my shoes, except my basketball shoes that need the support of being tied tight, and that makes them more comfortable for daily wear and help me since I have a bad lower back and bending at the waist is limited and painful. Sorry, I can't answer for slip resistance shoes and what would be considered comfortable and high quality, but I've never needed it. I am a teacher, get about 10k steps per school day. I know other jobs get more walking, but it's a decent amount of time on my feet on mostly tile and firm carpeted surfaces. Just bought some Asics Gel Nimbus shoes. They're absolutely incredible. Kinda ugly, kinda goofy, but far and away the most comfortable things I've ever worn. Like walking on marshmallow clouds infused with unicorn farts. Love, M. Only other shoe at the same comfort level when I was shopping were the New Balance 1080 V13. Those are pretty amazing, too. Cushion. Good tires, good wiper blades, good mattress, especially good snow tires if you live where it snows 6+ months of the year. Oh fuck yes. Wisconsin here, and I just switched my wheels to snow. They make a huge difference. A quality pillow will change your life. I have cervical instability and hypermobility. I have spent a lot of money trying expensive pillows over the years. To my surprise, my daughter's Squishmallow ended up providing the perfect amount of support. The Casper pillow is now my number 2 favorite. LMAO, I have like 6 Squishmallows and they are seriously the best pillows in the world. Not that it's too expensive but costs more. But real maple syrup is leaps and bounds better tasting than the flavored corn syrup replicas. Gosh, I totally understand this one and feel like a total degenerate, but I hate real maple syrup. Can't eat it, totally ruins my pancakes. But Mrs. Butterworth is my homie. Upvote for being honest, you filthy troglodyte. Tears of joy, it was very brave of you. Yes, but all maple syrup is not equal. A few years ago they redid the grading of maple syrup. Grade A golden, Grade A amber, Grade A dark robust. There is in theory a Grade A very dark, but that is very rarely used at the table and is a time of year versus processing difference. What most people are buying is golden or amber. It is the sweetest. The real prize is dark robust. It used to be Grade B * before the changes. It is less sticky sweet and has more of complete rich maple flavor. It is what most people I know that live in maple syrup land drink. It is what most people I know that live in maple syrup land drink. As a Canadian, I have never heard of someone drinking maple syrup in my life. A good mattress. I used to think it was an unnecessary luxury, but after getting one, my sleep improved so much. It's like investing in your health. I purchased a memory foam mattress from Costco 4 years ago. It was on sale for $500. Queen, most comfortable mattress I've ever purchased. My mother purchased the same one and she said the same. The way I thought of it was you spend more time in your bed than your car, so it's an easy investment. Same with computer chair if you WFH. I learned the hard way how memory foam mattresses retain heat. I'm a hot sleeper and after about 5 years I couldn't take it anymore. Blew my entire bonus check on a natural rubber latex mattress and it is an absolute dream. I hate sleeping away from home now. Regular visits to the dentist. In general, any medical attention, even though it may be expensive, is worth it. Health is not negotiable. Brew, that shit ain't affordable in the US. I've lost several teeth due to severe grinding, out of stress, and it costing $4,000 per tooth to fix them, or $50 to get them extracted. I'm also blind in one eye because I couldn't afford to get it fixed when the retina first detached. It's unfixable now. This shit with medical costs is real. People suffer and die every day because they can't afford to get medical, dental, or mental help. I even have Medicaid, but I have to travel to another city approximately 45 minutes away to find doctors that actually take Medicaid. Medicaid also doesn't cover dental in my state except extractions. You say health is not negotiable, but the healthcare system says otherwise. USA enters the chat. Not really that expensive, but a good shower head. Even if you rent, swapping out the default shower head for one that will help with low pressure is a life changer. Swap it back when you're moving out. When I was renting, money was tight, but it is a necessary splurge. Along these lines, get one with a wand attachment. Great for yourself, and also a must if you have dogs you need to bathe. Great for other things too. Also really helpful for cleaning the shower. Great if you have a kitty too. An Uber if you've been drinking. I will never understand rich people who get a DUI. The cost of an Uber is a literal penny compared to normal folks. I worked in pro sports for a time and never could wrap my head around the pro athletes who jeopardized everything because they were too dumb to order an Uber. I've heard the excuse, but I'll have to come back and get my car tomorrow, too many times. A decent divorce attorney. I hate mine more than my ex-wife, and it's been years. My stepdad experienced this divorcing my mom. He got royally screwed over. I am on his side too, and I offered to testify against my own mom in the divorce, and the lawyer was like, I don't think we will need that. Are you serious? Anyway, the lawyer fucked up the case so bad that he didn't even charge my stepdad. A good bra. I tried to dip back into Target for a less expensive bra. Was not worth it. Now that I'm pregnant, even though maternity, nursing bras are a temporary chapter, I'm not going cheap on them. They're carrying a heavier load. I wore my nursing bras for an embarrassingly long time after I didn't need to. They were so comfortable! Exclamation mark. Quality kitchen knives. Hell, you don't even need to spend that much. $50 on a chef's knife will get you a knife that's capable of handling 95% of what you do in the kitchen with a knife. Add a whetstone and you're talking a very nice setup for less than $75. Don't get fooled by expensive knife sets that have 20 different knives in them. You'll use the same 3/4 knives over and over again. Just buy them separate. And a way to keep them sharp. Learning to use whetstones is not as hard as most people think, and the cost of entry for a couple double-sided decent quality stones isn't too bad. I highly recommend the investment of money and time to learn. Use some basic knives to start with in case you mess up. It's a great skill to have, and you can sharpen your knives to the angle that best suits you. Edit. Don't forget to hone often to preserve the edge so you're not sharpening too often and reducing the lifespan of your knives. Good headphones and a good speaker. Agree. I often see people spend a lot on a massive, expensive TV but overlook a good set of speakers, which makes movie watching less engaging. Sennheiser headphones are damn good and they last forever. I bought mine 8 years ago and they're still great and good for long periods of use. Had to replace the foam cups a couple years ago, but that was an easy and cheap switch out. Purchasing Sony WF-1000 XM4 earbuds are one of the few right decisions I made in my life. Same with me and the XM4 headphones. I always used cheap ones and decided to splash out when I made some good money and can't believe I didn't get them sooner. If you hike, good hiking boots. I hate spending a lot of money on shoes. I refuse to spend $100 plus on any pair of shoes. So, when I started hiking, I bought a pair of $35 boots. My feet were killing me on every hike. I finally broke down and bought a decent pair of boots that were definitely over $100. It killed me to do it. The difference was unreal. I probably would have stopped hiking if I had continued to wear the cheap boots. Most people's hiking can be done in trail runners. I used to wear boots, but switching to running shoes was amazing. Feet dry faster. Lighter weight shoes are less fatiguing and you can better place your feet on more technical trails. Most long-distance hikers use runners. Boots help if you carry a lot of gear. I find the tipping point of shoes to boots is around 35 pounds on your back. Bday fixed my life. Watching people spend $30,000 to remodel a bathroom and not get a bidet be like. Got a $35 bidet attachment that connects onto my toilet and it has made pooping a much better, quicker and cheaper experience too, since our house has to buy way less TP. Listen, I am certainly not like those men who are fine with skid marks. I know how to keep myself clean. But even so, a bidet makes me feel 10x cleaner than just wiping, plus you use less TP. I've had people tease about me installing a bidet, but I could never be shamed into going back. How do you tease someone with a bidet? Haha, your butt is clean, not smeared like mine. Movers. Save your friends and spend some money. Save your relationship too. Carrying a couch up the stairs with your partner can be less than magical. Pivot. Deep tissue massages every once in a while. I'll piggyback on this one real quick. When my fiancé, GF at the time, was trying to figure out a way to go to school for massage therapy, I told her I would take care of 100% of the household expenses, rent, food, gas, etc., so she could devote all of her attention to school. Being a tradesman, I figured this would be a good investment in both of us, even if it meant we were flat broke for the duration of her program. Best decision I have ever made. Glad your situation had a happy ending. Wife and I go once a month. You gotta give some love to yourself. Same, once a month. My back's in bits and it was hindering my ability to look after my son. So worth it. Heavy gauge jumper cables, not the cheap lightweight ones. I'll take it a step further and say a battery jumper pack. Remove the need for another car to jump from. We keep one at work, but those battery packs just die in cars here in the heat. I'd love one, but if you need a jump there's almost always options nearby. Shit, a coworker ordered an Uber, got jumped, gave him $20 and everyone went home happy. I'll be honest, I'm deeply disappointed to not find a reference to Jumper Cable Guy and his beatings in this comment section. Is Reddit finally healing? Have the veterans left this platform or too early in the morning for US folks? We're almost all gone. API changes a while back pissed off a lot of PPL, especially old-timers. Roger Simon 10 for anyone wondering.